Welcome on into the beautiful poker room once again. Grab yourself a drink and perch yourself up on the rail as we talk some Wingman Poker. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome on into part 2 of the tournament number 2 of the Wingman Poker Presents on the Rail. I am your host, Michael Furley, and as always, I would like to thank all of you guys for watching this show. In this show, we will be going over the thrilling conclusion of the Wingman Poker Tournament number 2, so pour your favorite drink, grab a snack, nestle in, and join me on the rail. All right, Railbirds, we will be checking out the updated standings, take a look at upcoming events. But first, of course, we need to find out how the rest of that final table went. So we are down to the final table after the eliminations of the Doomslayer, Jurassic Jordan, and the Scorpion King. We are now down to 8. So we will highlight approximately 11 more poker hands of this final table and find out which players made it into the money. And we will find out who was able to take this one and get the victory in this thrilling conclusion to Wingman Poker number 2 of the 2024 season. Thanks for watching, and now let's get into the poker. All right, let's just pick up where we left off and reset the tables. We are now down to our final table, and in seat 1, we have Michael F., Amazing Spidey. In seat 2, we have the Big Cat, Patty DeVille. In seat 3, we have Christy H., a.k.a. The Flash. In seat number 4, we have Alicia M., the Scorpion Queen. In seat 5, we have Mr. 300, Scott H. In seat 6, the Birthday Boy, the Austrian Assassin, Gerhard. And in seat 7, we have Diane W., the Mother of Dragons. And in seat 8, we have Katie M., the Murder Hornet. All right, let's get back to the felt and pick up at our final table. All right, so we have a full table here. As you can see, our dealer is Mr. 300 on the top right. Small blind is the Austrian Assassin in the top right corner. Big blind is the Mother of Dragons on the right end. And first to act will be the Murder Hornet on the bottom right side of the table. Our blinds are still at 100 and 200. We have a call from the Murder Hornet over to Amazing Spidey. It will be 200 to play. He makes the call. Patty DeVille folds over to the Flash, who looks down at Jack King. She makes the call. The Scorpion Queen folds, as does Mr. 300. So we have a nice pot of 900. Oh, actually 1,000 with 5 players going to the flop here. The Austrian Assassin looked down at pocket sevens. I forgot to mention that. Our flop comes out 6, 4, 5, a rainbow. First act here will be Gerhardt, the Austrian Assassin, and he leads out with a bet of 400 as he has top pair and an open-ended straight draw. So he is strong and can get stronger if he needs. The Mother of Dragons folds, as does the Murder Hornet. Now it's over to Amazing Spidey. Does not like the low cards in the flop, so he folds over to the Flash, who has a Jack King offsuit. I think she's had this hand a few times tonight, or at least 2. It'll be 400 to make the call. And she does make the call. So we have a nice pot of 2,050. Oh, she went all in. So she raised the 650 and she's all in. So it'll be 250 more to call for the Austrian Assassin, and he does so. The next card is a 3 on the turn, and that gives Gerhardt a straight. So he went from pocket pair to a straight. The last card is a 10, does not help the Flash, and we have an elimination. Fatality. As Christy was eliminated by Gerhardt, the Assassin takes care of Christy in a flash as he shoots right between the eyes to send Flash off to the rail. So we are now down to 7 players at our final table, as the dealer this time around is the Murder Hornet on the bottom right. Small blind is Amazing Spidey. Big blind is Patty DeVille. And first to act will be the Scorpion Queen on the top left of the board. Blinds are now up to 150 and 300. So we are just moving along, and these hands are getting more and more expensive to play. We have a call, so our pot's at 750. We have an all-in, so a raise to 600 for Mr. 300. So he is all in. We have a fold from Gerhardt, the Austrian Assassin, over the Mother of Dragons, who looks down at an ace, queen offsuit. So it'll be 600 to make the call. Oh, and the Mother of Dragons just likes tormenting Mr. 300 as she makes the call over to the Murder Hornet. It'll be 600 to play. She folds.
You what? You didn't look?
Amazing Spidey was a small blind at 150, and he's going to let that just go into the pot as he folds from the small blind, does not call the raise. Over to Patty DeVille, who was the big blind, so she is half invested to match the raise. So our pot's at 1950. Patty DeVille is already half vested.
I don't care. Whatever. Whatever.
I'll take up.
We do one and the other. You pick your own, whatever you want.
She's going to fold. Scorpion Queen, who did make the original call, she too folds. So Mr. 300 is up against one player, but the pot, he can almost quadruple up, or he can triple up, rather.
We're done better, right?
Right, the pot is at 1950. Mr. 300's got a 7-8 of diamonds. The flop comes out 5, Jack 10. So he's got a straight draw and we need 2 diamonds for a flush draw now. The next card of the turn is a 4 of hearts. So right now the ace is the high card. Let's see, 4 or 5. He would need a 6 for a straight. 7, 8, 9. He's got double gutter. He can get a 6 or 9 for the straight. And he is done on his flush draw. Ace is the winning card right now. The last card is a jack. So the ace high holds on. Pair of jacks on the board. Oh my goodness. The Mother of Dragons has this one in on it for Mr. 300. So Scott is eliminated by Diane. The Mother of Dragons is back to finish the job she started, taking out Mr. 300 and banishing him beyond the wall and off to the rail. All right, I'm gonna make a quick pause here. We didn't quite get good footage of this camera-wise, but we did make a toast just prior to this hand coming up. So I want to mention here that it was the Austrian Assassin's birthday, so we had a nice little toast for him. And of course, one of our more regular poker players, Bernie the Bounty Hunter, who has not been able to make it due to some big news in his life, as he was able to celebrate the new addition to his family. So we also toasted Bernie the Bounty Hunter on his family getting just a little bit bigger. Congratulations to you, Bernie the Bounty Hunter. Happy birthday to you, Gerhardt the Austrian Assassin. So just want to let you know what we did here at the table, even though we didn't have a good angle of it. So we're going to play from here. We are now down to 6 players at this table, as Mr. 300 is now been eliminated as well. Our blinds are up to 150, 300. Actually, I think that was last time. So we're still at 150, 300. Our dealer is the Scorpion Queen. Small blind is the Austrian Assassin. Big blind is the Mother of Dragons. First to act will be the Murder Hornet. It'll be 300 to make the call.
66, and that guy has at least 48 other players.
That's freaking insane.
Right?
All right, she folds as
I don't even know what to say.
as does Amazing Spidey. Patty DeVille looks down at a nice hand of ace, queen offsuit. She raises to 600, and now it's over the Scorpion Queen, who has a monster hand of pocket kings. She makes the call. Our small blind folds, and our big blind makes the call. So we have 3 players going to the flop, and a nice pot of 1950 before we even see a card. The flop comes out King, Jack, 5. Oh my goodness, the Scorpion Queen flops a top set of kings. Mother of Dragons has top pair of kings, and Patty DeVille has a ace high straight draw. So we have a check from the Mother of Dragons. We have a bet of 600 from Patty DeVille, who has a straight draw.
Record was 14.
And Scorpion Queen is loving this as people are betting into her set of kings.
Like a game winner or a league
Oh, that'd be
table winner
nice.
in
Yeah.
the last minute and a half or something.
On a 14 seed, no less.
Yeah.
That's fighting for their second round win. Not only did you take out Kentucky.
How is the Scorpion Queen going to handle this? She raises 2 times the original bet, which is already a strong bet. So she puts 1,200 in. Our pot is growing quickly, up to 37.50. It's over to the Mother of Dragons. It'll be 1,200 to call. She's got top pair and a backdoor straight draw to even improve if she needs to, but she is well behind. There's no way you can put your opponent on a pocket king. That would be all the kings in the deck would be accounted for. My goodness, this is going to be tough. We've got 3 good hands out there, but one is just way superior to the other ones. There's going to be a lot of money lost in this one. Let's see how this one plays out.
Stack of black chips.
Yeah. She got 6,
That wasn't
Yeah.
all it's in.
I'm like, I think I know what's happening.
There you go. Both whole cards must play.
I mean, this Mother of Dragons has top pair.
Or how much it
What would she be afraid of right now? Ace King would be a...
This is super exciting.
Yeah, we got too many big pots. They've all been like.
Man, she makes the call for 1,200, so it's going to be 600 more for Patty DeVille to make the call. And she doesn't have anything yet except for a strong draw, so she can get better. But her pot is up to almost 5,000. A huge pot. Price is good for Patty, but with that much fireworks ahead of you, and you actually don't have the hand hit, you got to think that at least one of these guys has a pair of kings. Pair of kings, maybe a set of jacks. You got to be, I mean, there's hands already made. You have to catch up to take a lead here.
I didn't mean to put you in that like conundrum.
No, we all did it, but she's in already. She's already in it. She's already in it.
She started a conundrum.
And this is tough. The only time you would think that Alicia would have such a good hand here if she raises half of the bet, half of the big blind. Because that's every time she does that, she has a full house. But she does a clean raise here. So, you know, the only tell we have from Alicia has not been met here. Oh, and a lay down from Patty DeVille. And that right now looks like the right play. All right, here comes the next card. The board pairs up again with a 5. So now Scorpion Queen has a full house, kings over 5s. And the Mother of Dragons has 2 pair, kings and 5s. The Mother of Dragons is going to be first to act here.
1 minute remaining.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you got pink. Good. I didn't see the pinks.
And we have a little side table talk between Amazing Spidey and the Scorpion King inappropriately commenting on the game, as this is such a stressful hand for the players involved.
Because that extra 400 is not enough to do anything.
Both players have a piece of the top card on the community cards.
That's what, that probably was the wrong play of the worst choices.
I think she made the best of it.
I agree.
Man.
On the game.
We were so in
The action is still on the Mother of Dragons. She's really thinking here. She's reaching for chips. She puts in 1,100.
your first bet, whatever you put into the bet.
So the pot is over 6,000 to Alicia, who of course is going to call with a full house.
Nice job, Diane.
I don't think she can lose his hand, right?
It was a snap call.
No, she has locked this one up as far as I can tell. So our pot is at 71.50. The 7 of hearts come out. Does not help any of our players. There's no help for Alicia that she would need, and no help that the Mother of Dragons could even acquire. So our pot is at 7,150. We have a check from the Mother of Dragons over to the Scorpion Queen, and she is putting chips in the pot. Her last chips, she's going to go all in for 750.
Yeah. Mike and
The pot is up to almost 8,000, 7,900 in the middle here. The Mother of Dragons does have her covered. So So at this point, this has been the cheapest bet of the whole. And she does make the call, so our pot is up to 8,650. We have a full house kings over fives to 2 pair kings over fives, kings and fives. Oh man, what a pot. The mother of dragons the scorpion queen shows her monster full house. I mean, it looks bad because of what had happened here, but the whole time, there's no way you could put her on those when you have a king yourself. It's just...
Mike, I told you it was a snap call. Right.
I don't really begrudge Diane any time there. That's just, that's hard to put your opponent on that hand. But my goodness, did she get paid? The Scorpion Queen takes in a huge pot of 8,650. All right, our dealer is the Mother of Dragons. Small blind is the Murder Hornet. Big blind is Amazing Spidey. First to act will be Patty DeVille. Our blinds have now increased to 200 and 400. Patty DeVille folds over the Scorpion Queen, fresh off her monster victory. She's going to let the other players have a night off without her there, so that's good. So she's going to fold over to Gerhardt, the Austrian Assassin. Will be 400 to play.
So you're looking at $4,000 pot. I did it. Is it on me?
No, I think that yes, it's on you.
You know what? If you just yell out.
All right, so Gerhardt folds over to the Mother of Dragons, who is now... Her chip stack is dwindled down, but she still can play. She looks down at a Jack Queen offsuit. And she raises to go all in at 425. Again, the big blind is 400, so it'll be 225 to make the call for the Murder Hornet. She does do that, and it'll only be 25 for Amazing Spidey to make the call, as he's already in for 400. And the raise was to 425. So a quarter to stay in. He tosses that in there. We have a pot of 1275. The Mother of Dragons can triple up here to a nice pot of 1275. Amazing Spidey has a queen 8, so both players have queens, so it's Jack versus 8.
You got 2 people that still over 2 of us playing.
The flop comes out 4, queen 6, so both players hit top pair of queens, but of course the kicker of a Jack is way stronger than the kicker of an 8. The Murder Hornet checks. Amazing Spidey bets into the side pot to isolate the Mother of Dragons. He takes back the overages, so we have heads up 1275 in the pot. Both players have a pair of queens, and the Jack kicker is superior to the 8 of spades. Here comes the turn. The turn is a 7, so now Amazing Spidey has a straight draw. He would need a 5 to get a straight, so he's increased his outs here. He can get an 8 or a 5. I don't think a 9 will do it. 6, 7, no. So he's got 2 cards he can hit. Oh, and he gets one. The 8 comes out. What a lucky donkey. The River Donkey gets a pair of 8s. So he has 2 pair queens and 8s to defeat the queen with a Jack kicker. Ridiculous, unfair, not right.
Oh, Maddie. Diane, I'm sorry.
But Diane is eliminated by Mike F. as we have another battle between the Mother of Dragons and Amazing Spidey. And Spidey, a.k.a. the River Donkey, shows it's better to be lucky than good. And unfortunately for the Mother of Dragons, she will have to soar her way off to the rail. That is an awful way to go. I personally, right now, I apologize to you, Mother of Dragons. Not a cool play. I apologize. All right, so now we're on to our next hand. Blinds are still 200, 400. Our dealer is the Murder Hornet. Small blind is Amazing Spidey. Big blind is Patty DeVille. First to act was the Scorpion Queen, who folds, as does Gerhardt, the Austrian Assassin, and the Murder Hornet. So Amazing Spidey calls from the small blind. And we have a battle of the blinds, and our pot is at 800. Amazing Spidey has pocket pair of 8s. Patty DeVille has an ace-9, so she has 2 overcards. Amazing Spidey, let's see, the flop is 5-2-7, so all undercards, all diamonds. So not only does Patty DeVille have the 2 overcards, but she has the diamond draw. She has a ton of outs, but Amazing Spidey is in the lead at the moment. So Amazing Spidey has top pair. He's off the board. He is going to bet 800. So this pot is up to 1,600. And Patty DeVille, again, with the 2 overcards and the nut flush draw, is going to make the call, but she is short of the bet. She puts in 650, all of her chips. Amazing Spidey pulls back the overage. We have a pot here of 2,100. Patty DeVille is in for her tournament life, and she is trying to catch a diamond, an ace, or a 9. 6 of hearts. 10 of diamonds. She gets the diamond, the ace high flush draw, and she catches on the river. I will not give her the river donkey because she was kind of forced to go all in, but she did catch it on the river. Could have been eliminated, but she is still alive.
Well, they're all undercards, too.
Can she take advantage of this nice little chip here? That was a nice little pot of 2,100. She doubles up. All right, on to our next hand. Amazing Spidey is the dealer. Patty DeVille is small blind. The Scorpion Queen is the big blind. And the Austrian Assassin will be first to act. Our blinds are still at 200, 400, so it'll be 400 to make the call. He folds over to the Murder Hornet. She folds back over to their dealer, Amazing Spidey. And he folds. So we have a battle of the blinds. If the small blind fills it up, she does. Patty DeVille is looking at a king for offsuit. Scorpion Queen is an ace, deuce offsuit. Reds versus blacks. Here comes the flop. 10, 5, 6. All right, so we have a check from the Scorpion Queen. Ace high is the best hand going down right now. We have a backdoor straight draw. Oh, the straight draw gets stronger. Actually, both players have a straight draw now, right? We have ace, deuce, 3. Scorpion Queen needs a 4. Patty already has that 4. 3, 4, 5, 6. And Patty DeVille is going to need a 2 or a 7. Is that right? 2 or a 7 to get her straight. So both players are playing for that low straight. We have a check from Patty DeVille, a bet of 400 from the Scorpion Queen. And a call from the Patty DeVille. The 2 comes out, so we have a pair of 2s for Scorpion Queen. However, the straight is hit for Patty DeVille. We have another check from Patty DeVille, a bet of 800 from the Scorpion Queen. There's no flush draws out there. So the only thing she's really worried about would be like a 4 or 7. So she raises to all in at 1,100. Scorpion Queen makes a call, throws another 300 in. A pot of 3,800 is in there, and the straight for Patty DeVille. Back-to-back hands, goes all in, catches it on the river. She more than doubles up, or she doubles up in back-to-back hands. Well done, Patty DeVille is back in this one, guys. Our blinds are now up to 250 and 500. Our dealer is Patty DeVille. Small blind is the Scorpion Queen. Big blind is Gerhardt, the Austrian Assassin. And first to act will be the Murder Hornet.
Unless she's like,
All right, so it's over to the Murder Hornet. She's just getting back from a little break there, so she's checking out her cards for the first time right now. Takes a gander at those guys, and let's see what she does. She folds over to Amazing Spidey. It'd be 500 to make the call as our blinds are climbing, and he folds over to Patty DeVille. Looks down at Jack King. I swear we've seen Jack King as many as any other hand. She makes the call. We have a fold from the small blind of the Scorpion Queen and a check from the big blind. So we have 2 players going to the flop. The pot is at 1,250. Here comes the flop. It's an 8, king, ace. Both players hit their high card to make a pair. So we have a pair of kings versus a pair of aces. The Austrian Assassin will be first. Will he be sneaky and check this big bet or just short bet? He bets 1,000, a nice big bet. That's got to be scary to Patty DeVille, but she's got her best card and she has a backdoor straight draw. So she can improve. And she's got second pair. She makes the call. Actually, I think she raises. Let me double check here. She does. She raises the 2,500. She's all in.
25 total. I'm gonna tell you right now, I shouldn't have folded that. Ace 8.
And we have a call from the Austrian assassin. So our pot is up to 6,250. Both players have a pair of aces versus a pair of kings.
And he's got the nut flush draw. Yeah. So you're in good shape, sweetheart. And that till now 10.
Straight draw has become more alive. She needs a 10 to stay alive. It does not come. The pair of aces holds on to take this one. Oh, Patty is eliminated by Gerhardt, and the assassin poaches the big cat. Patty DeVille, the assassin poaches the big cat, Patty DeVille, for his second knockout, sending Patty off to the rail. Patty sends him a birthday gift. There's nothing better than a bounty disc for your birthday. Happy birthday, Gerhardt. All right. So now we are down to 4 players. We have 3 payouts in this particular tournament. So we are on the bubble. Our blinds are still at 250, 500. Our dealer is the Austrian Assassin. Small blind is the Murder Hornet. Big blind is Amazing Spidey. First to act will be the Scorpion Queen, who looks down at a monster. Ace, King, offsuit.
Right, yeah, no, I got you.
1 minute remaining.
And she raises the 1,200. The Austrian Assassin folds, and we have a call from the Murder Hornet, but she is short. So it's 1,200 for the call, but she puts all of her chips in at 1075.
I raised a 36.
And then we have a raise from Amazing Spidey, who looks down at Pocket Queens. A raise to 3,600 total. So it'll be 2,400 more to call for the Scorpion Queen. So Amazing Spidey's got Pocket Queens betting into an Ace King with a big raise. Oh, this is going to be a tough... You would think this would be a snap call just based on the card she has, but that kind of bet is going to make you think about what you're going to actually do here. Scorpion Queen with an Ace King offsuit. With a huge bet. So what could she think Amazing Spidey has? With a big bet like that, you're thinking he either has... Same thing. You have Ace King, Ace Queen at the best. I don't think you'd have Ace Jack with that. Pair of aces, pair of kings, pair of jacks, pair of queens. She lays it down. She lays it down. What a laydown. That is not easy with Ace King, because either way you're alive no matter what the other player has. You have at least 1 overcard, if not 2. The pot is up to 5875. So now they're pulling back all the overages, making sure that the main pot is right, as the Murder Hornet, who has Ace 7 offsuit, can triple up from her 1075 bet. So our pot will be 3225. Amazing Spidey does what he does. Weird math to get there, but he's going to count it up and then pull back the overages, and he will get there. He'll get it right. Just going to take a little bit to double check this here. Wow, what a fold from the Scorpion Queen. Now we're going to see... Now that we all know what she has, and we're going to watch to see if that was the right move or not. I'm not sure exactly how many chips she has. I'm going to say she probably had 6. So that would have been like half of her chip stack, if not more, to make that call. That's part of the equation here. All right, double checking. Pot's good. You're going to flip him over. Scorpion Queen sees what she thought, that he had pocket pair. Here comes the flop. Queen 4, 9. Oh! I'm going to pause it real quick. The king comes out. She would have caught her overcard for a pair. Pardon me. She would have caught her overcard for the pair. She might be kicking herself right now that she let that one go, but you can't do anything about it now. The cards are the cards are folded. Here comes the turn. It is a queen. Oh, what a roller coaster ride of emotions and without chips in the table. Oh, imagine how this would have been if she would have been in this hand. She would have gone from behind to ahead to behind. And unfortunately for the Murder Hornet, who catches her bottom pair,
Why'd you
wow.
call me like that?
Wow.
is not good enough as the set of queens. The set master does it once again, gets his pocket pair to fill up with a set. And what a laydown
But at the same time, though, she bets on
for the Scorpion Queen. So Katie gets eliminated by Mike F, showing that 8 legs are definitely better than 6, as Amazing Spidey gets the silky set of the lovely ladies and sends the Murder Hornet buzzing off to the rail. All right, let me pause it real quick because now we are down to 3 players. Everyone is in the money. Congratulations to our 3 remaining players. We have a dead dealer button where the Murder Hornet just left, so she's going to deal for us one more time. Thank you for that, Miss Katie. Our blinds are also now up to 500, 1,000. It's getting very expensive to play. Our small blind is Amazing Spidey. Big blind is the Scorpion Queen, and first to act will be the Austrian Assassin.
Yeah,
I'll
no,
see
it was
one
quick.
for
It was so
old
quick.
time's sake. Old lang syne.
All right, so it'd be 1,000 to call for Gerhardt on the right side here. Our pots are already 1,500 before we even start.
I mean, anything was. I was trying to buy off those hands.
Right, yeah.
And he makes the call, so our pot's up to 2,500. Amazing Spidey looks down at
They have kings, aces, or
pocket sevens.
It's hard because I was like,
small blind. You called.
so that was hard.
It's going to be 500 to call for Spidey. He makes the call. Our pot's at 300. We have a check from the Scorpion Queen, who looks down at 710. She's already in this pot. She doesn't have to pay anymore. Here comes the flop. 6, 4, 7. So we have both players getting a piece of this with a 7 there. We have Scorpion Queen has top pair of 7s, while Amazing Spidey has top set of 7s. This reminds me of our biggest pot earlier, where the Scorpion Queen had pocket kings and caught a king on the flop for the top set, while the Mother of Dragons had a king and caught top pair on the flop. So this is very similar. The card is way lower, but the circumstance is still the same. Top card on the board gets a set for one player and a pair for the other. First to act here will be Amazing Spidey. And he's going to lead out with a bet of 2,000, making this pot up to 5,000 with his set of 7s. Spidey hits the jackpot, 777, over to the Scorpion Queen. Last time she made a great laydown with a raise in front of her. What is she going to do this time? She's raised a little smaller, especially being that the blinds went up. But she has a piece of this board instead of just potential. We have a rainbow board, so there's no automatic flush draws. There is a straight draw out there. There's actually a straight right now, right? 5-8. She is counting chips. Looks like more than just a call to me. We'll see what actually goes in the pot here. All right, she raises all in. I'm going to pause right here because there's a lot going on. She raises all in, so our pot is up to 11,325. The Austrian Assassin folds. So it's going to be over to Amazing Spidey. And honestly, right now, I'm not sure who has more chips. They're probably pretty close. So either one without a great count is going to can be fearful that they might be at jeopardy of being out of this tournament. So Amazing Spidey has obviously a great hand, and there's no flush draw to be concerned about. The only thing that you could really be worried about would be a straight draw. And being that the Scorpion Queen was in the big blind and there were no raises before the flop, she could have anything. She could have anything. So Amazing Spidey does have to worry about that, but that's the only thing. Amazing Spidey makes the quick call, so our pot is up to 15,650. Over 75% of the entire chips of the tournament are in the middle of this table. The 8 on the turn, the ace on the river.
These are already good. No, leave that out.
Leave that
Leave
out.
that out.
Leave that
So we're gonna do a count here because we're not really sure who is in the lead. It's very close.
Yeah, you have a 5-8, she wouldn't have been in his hand.
He was only worried about the 5-8 as he's telling the table right now, and you would think she wouldn't be in a hand with that, but like I said, with a big blind and no pre-flop raises, she could literally have anything. We've seen crazier things. All right, so they're going to count. Their 2,000 is already in, so now they're counting what was behind the initial raise from Amazing Spidey. Spidey's over, like he's over 4 right now. He does. He gets over 5,000 chips, and she is just over 4,000 chips. So, oh my, the set master does it again for the 3rd time, catching a set from his pocket pairs. The Scorpion Queen was involved in our biggest pots of the night, but unfortunately on this one, she was on the wrong side of this pot. Sorry, the radioactive spider bite sends the Scorpion Queen off to the rail. Heartbreaking. Amazing Spidey is just running through this latter part of this table. All right. So again, I'm going to slow this down because this is going to go fast on this hand here. So we have 2 players left. So the Scorpion Queen did get a 3rd place payout. Congratulations to the Scorpion Queen there. And with 2 players here, I'm adding a new little feature here. I'm showing the percentage that these players have to win with their hands, with the cards that they have. So right now we have our dealer is Amazing Spidey. The blinds are still 500, 1,000. So Amazing Spidey is small blind, is dealer, small blind, and first to act pre-flop here. So he's looking down at an ace jack offsuit with a 61% chance to take this one down, while Gerhardt, the Austrian assassin, is looking down at a suited queen 8 of hearts. And pre-flop, he has a 39% chance to take down this pot. But we have a lot of cards to go, so let's see how this is going to play out here. Amazing Spidey makes the raise to a total bet of 4,000. So it'll be 2,000 more to call, or
Oh, no, maybe not. That's 4,002. You're 1 over, I think.
it'll be 3,000 more to call for the Austrian assassin. So just looking at the percentages here, I'm just gonna on this one, we're just gonna kind of see what decisions are made when. So Amazing Spidey, I mean, obviously doesn't know what the other player has, but with a 61% chance stake here, he does do a raise, so he puts his money in when he is in the lead. We do have a call, so we have, and the flop comes out Queen, King, 4. That just flips the odds completely on its head as the Austrian assassin catches his pair of queens. Amazing Spidey does have a straight draw, however. So right now the percentages is in favor of the Austrian assassin, who now has a 72% chance of winning this hand, while Amazing Spidey has a 28% chance of winning this hand. Let's see what kind of bets we have.
It's another, what, 775?
So the Austrian assassin bets all in. He is first here to act. It's only 775 more to 775 in the pot. He's going all in. So let's just look at the pot odds here. So for Amazing Spidey, it would cost him less than 10%. Let's say 8.5% of the chips into the pot for a 28% chance to win. You'll take those pot odds any day, as that's, what is that? Almost a whatever. It's in good shape. So even though he's behind by a lot in the percentage chance to win the hand, the amount it would cost to catch the cards he needs are in his favor here. So Amazing Spidey is looking for a 10 or an ace. So he's got 7 cards he's looking for to come back in this hand. But right now he is down. Gerhardt is in for his tournament life. A big pot of 8,775. Spidey has not made the call yet. He's doing the math, thinking if it's worth it. And it just, the price is not enough to scare him off for the percentage of the thing, of the chance to win. So the pot is up to nearly 10,000, 9,550. Chris, who's dealing for us, thank you, sir, is double checking the count of the pot and the chips. All right, let's see. Here comes the turn. Another queen comes out. Oh my goodness, this gives Gerhardt a set of queens. Eliminates one of the outs for Amazing Spidey, is now an ace, will no longer help him. He is down to a 10 and a 10 alone. There are maximum 4 in the deck, so he has a 9% chance to catch that last 10. And Gerhardt is up to a 91% chance to double up and get and almost turn this tournament back around in his favor. Let's see how it's go from here.
I still got my same answer. Still good.
Oh, he gets a 10. Oh, Amazing Spidey's been lucky all night long. Not playing poorly, but when he gets the card, there's a card he needs, he gets it. The River Donkey on the final card of the tournament. Flips it to 100% in his favor. An ace high straight to finish the one off. And Gerhardt, the birthday boy. Oh, man. Gerhardt, the birthday boy, gets knocked out at the end here. Clearly, Amazing Spidey did not get the memo. Not cool, Amazing Spidey, as he eliminates the birthday boy, who finished with a strong second place finish. The River Donkey kicks again on his way to the victory. Oh my goodness, what's happening here? Oh my gosh, it's a River Donkey swimming across the falls. Oh my, what an exciting finish to that tournament. I want to say congratulations to Alicia, the Scorpion Queen, for earning 3rd place and getting into the money. She had a very eventful tournament with big pots and tough decisions. Also, congratulations to the birthday boy, Gerhardt, the Austrian Assassin, for taking 2nd place. And I guess congratulations to the River Donkey, Amazing Spidey, for taking this one down. So with 2 tournaments in the books, let's take a look at the updated standings. All right, so Amazing Spidey, Michael F. has moved to the top. He's in 1st place. Chris M., the Scorpion King, despite having a tough go-around in the 2nd tournament, is still in 2nd place. Gerhard W., the Austrian Assassin, is in 3rd place, while Alicia M., the Scorpion Queen, is in 4th. Jurassic Jordan is in 5th, and Diane, the Mother of Dragons, is in 6th. And actually, Patty DeVille is also tied for 6th place. She is tied in points, and she is tied throughout the tiebreakers. Friendly reminder that don't forget that the top 6 players will earn themselves a free seat into the WPL Championship Invitational. So keep that in mind as our standings go forward. All right, now let's take a look at some of our upcoming events. You can do that simply by going over to our website over here. If you check in on our website, on the left tile, it'll show you the information for the next tournament, which will be Saturday, April 27th at 7 p.m. If you stay on that left side, you can go to that RSVP calendar. Just click on the blue tile. That's the date there. Click on the time, put your email address in, and you'll get you'll RSVP right away. So that's with that. On the right side here, it'll show you some of our league prize banks, what we're playing for, our bounty hunt leaderboard. In the middle is a video player of our most recent upload. And in the middle, we'll show you which players have already RSVP'd. If you want to check out our standings, you can go to this top menu here. It's a drop down. Click on that, and then it shows you all the stats for all of the years. So they light up there. And for those players who also play in the Flying Scorpion Poker League, they're just a quick little secondary window here if you want to check out the standings over there. So that's just so you know that there's you can get more information than you can imagine at wingmanentertainment.net/WPL. Also, check out our YouTube channel at youtube.com/@wingmanpoker. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching another episode of Wingman Poker Presents On the Rail. Please don't forget to subscribe. Put a like in there. Hit a notification bell. Leave a comment. Let me know which style you prefer, the 2-part system or the 1-part for the On the Rail episodes. So with all that being said, may your cards be live, your pocket aces hold, and we will see you next time.
Every time I think I'm out, they pull me back in.